What's going on, guys? Brother Rusher here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we finally got the Part 2 LR info, and it looks like it's going to be a LR Ultimate Gohan. Now, I am a little bit late on this. I believe the info came out at like 4 in the morning. I was already asleep by then, so... And as you can see, it's a little late now, so I'm really late to this info. But I figure I'd at least, do a video on it, give you guys my thoughts on it, and, kind of go from there. But it looks like it's an LR Ultimate Gohan, but they have Gotenks and Piccolo in the card art, which makes me think that there's a unit super attack or something is my guess. But he is just Ultimate Gohan. So if he's just Ultimate Gohan in like his SSR and everything, then he does have a farmable super attack. So that is kind of cool right off the get-go. But let's see. So we have the global Twitter pulled up here. So we should have the info for him, right? Okay, so he is Majin Buu Saga or Saviors, Key 4 150%, pretty normal for a yellow coin LR. Passive, so he's got an entrance animation. He gets Key +6 for the rest of battle. And all allies defense plus 58% for 2 turns from the character's entry turn when there are another 2 or more Majin Buu Saga category allies on the team upon the character's entry. Okay, so I mean, you'll probably almost always have that. If you run them on a Majin Buu Saga team, you'll probably have Ultimate Gohan, and then you'll probably have either, in Fat Buu, or you might have like the AGL Goku as like the leaders. So yeah, so they'll okay, so yeah, it's just on the team. So yeah, you'll always have that entrance animation up, and you'll get that 6 key and 58% defense for all allies for 2 turns. Not bad. Okay, so let's see. He gets 3 key, 180% attack and defense, guards all attacks. Very good. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, AGL excluded, to AGL when all allies attacking in the same turn are Majin Buu Saga. Okay. An additional 58% attack and defense when key is 12 or more. And then an additional 58% attack and defense, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super when key is 18 or more. Plus 20% defense for Majin Buu Saga category allies, self-excluded. Plus an additional 58% attack when activating the active skill or when key is 24. Launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance to become a super when facing only one enemy whose HP is 58% or more at the start of turn. Okay. I don't understand the key sphere orb changing. I'm guessing it's they probably made him a AGL orb changer because he just doesn't get key from like his links essentially, and I mean, it's gonna be hard to get that 24 key, so changing the orbs might be a good thing for him. He's got no crit whatsoever in his passive, so he's got a lot of additionals, launches additionals, medium chance to become supers. So there's gonna be a lot of like normal additionals, so this is probably a unit that you're gonna want to build with crit, is my guess. Probably mainly crit, maybe a little bit of additional, and probably a little bit of dodge is my guess. But so far so good. I mean, he would definitely be a really good like slot 2 unit right beside Tech Gohan. I mean, they'll share what, Old Judgment and All in the Family together. And then when you transform him, he'll get, power bestowed by God and a couple other links. So, I mean, he'll be a good linking partner with him and Gohan together, that's for sure. At least defensively, they'll be both really good, and they both guard, so that's a good thing to have. What's he got? So his active skill, Burst Rush. Can be activated when facing only one enemy whose HP is 58% or less, or when there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy, 24 key, and 58% defense for 1 turn. Okay. So automatic 24 key super, which means if you get a full 24 key super, that'll activate this part of his passive, or actually the entirety of his passive. Because yeah, you get the extra 58% attack and defense. You'll get an extra 58% attack and defense and launch an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. And then you'll also get the extra 20% defense for Majin Buu Saga category allies and 58% attack to himself. I think it's himself and his and the allies, right? Activating the active skill rank key is 24. So, okay. And let me see, do we see what his super attack effect? Oh, okay, so I went a little too far. Infighter on the family, cold judgment, shock speed, power so by God, fierce battle, legendary power. Okay, because he is just Ultimate Gohan, he's got more categories. Majin Buu, Saviors, Hybrids, Goku Family, Siblings Bond, Revenge, Rapid Growth, Powerful Comeback, Bond of Parent Child, Power of Wishes, Entrusted Will, Earthbred Fighters, and Kamehameha. Okay. So let's see, what do you have? So, Ultra and a unit. Okay, so 12 key is a Masenko. Raises attack for 3 turns, raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage. Super Kamehameha, which is 18 key. Stacks attack. Okay. Raises defense for a turn, causes mega colossal damage. And then the unit super, activated when key is 18 or more with an ally whose name includes its Go tanks. I already saw the animations and everything. It looks like it's just a unit super with just Go tanks, which is weird. I don't even know why Piccolo's in there, but greatly stack attack and then raise defense for 1 turn, cause mega colossal damage. Okay, we do have, you know, on global we have the Go tanks that just easy A, plus we just got the physical one that just dropped as the banner unit, whereas JP also has the super easy A for the tech one. So I mean, you do have options for Go tankses. I mean, I don't know, he might be pretty good. He's AGL. He'll have about almost 23,000 HP, 20,000 attack, 14,600 defense. Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna be pretty good. LR Ultimate Gohan from Buu Saga, I mean, it was definitely needed. You know, we were waiting for an Ultimate Gohan from the Buu Saga because I mean, it's his first appearance, and the only LR Ultimate Gohan that we have is from Superhero. So I don't know. This might actually be a very good, a really good option. I mean, it's definitely a good option for Hybrid Saiyans, that's for sure. More buffs to Majin Buu Saga. You know, a great buff to Saviors, and plus you put him next to Ultimate Gohan or Tech Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, you're gonna be cooking with those two. But the other thing is other than this, we also got info for EZAs. So we're gonna take a look at the translations by Minato here. So there's 5 EZAs that we got, or sub EZAs, I should say. So they didn't show them on global because for whatever reason they don't show these like EZA info for global, but they show it for JP. So thankfully Minato's got our back and we can kind of go over the info here. So let's see, we got the STR Fat Buu. What do you do? So 100% E3 STR leader type, nobody really cares. On a super attack, greatly raises attack for a turn, raises defense for a turn, causes supreme damage to all enemies with a medium chance to stun. Okay. Passive, changes in key spheres to STR, 150% attack and defense, 50% attack and defense per STR key sphere obtained, yeah, because he's a nuker. Launch an additional super attack when collecting 5 or more key spheres. That's good, because then that'll also raise your attack and raise your defense. And when there's a Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, 30% damage reduction when collecting 3 or more STR key spheres, and reduce damage received by an additional 3% per STR key sphere obtained. Start from the 4th STR key sphere. Okay, so what, 3% plus there's, if you get a full orb, that's, or a full field, that's 25 orbs. So you can get an additional 22. So I mean, you can get in what, 66? You can get up to 66% additional damage reduction. Plus the 30%. I mean, yeah. I mean, that'd be really good. I mean, that'd be a very, very good unit, but 99.9% of the time, you're not going to have a full orb or a full field of STR key spheres. So, you might be pretty good for, I don't know, Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road. Might be a decent option for Battlefield. I don't think he'll be good in a lot of like the newer fights that we don't have on global yet. Definitely not like the spectacle battles and everything like that. I don't think he's gonna be very good as a single attack unit. So, we'll see how good he is. Next we got Int Hercule. Yeah, so same thing. Super Int, key 3, 110%. Super attack effect is greatly raises attack defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage to all enemies. Oh wait, no. I read this. It's not an AoE. It's just supreme damage to the enemy with high chance of stun. The super attack transformation, 50%. 50% chance of super attack transforming and Tien appearing. Power will be supremely boosted for 5 turns. What? What does that mean? Power will be supremely boosted for 5 turns. I guess we'll have to see what that is in game. I don't think we've ever seen that wording before. Passive, 150% attack and defense performing a super. High chance to dodge. And when HP is 50% or more, you get an additional 10% chance to dodge. Reduces damage received by 50% to 90%. The less HP remaining, the less damage received. 50% attack and defense, and all allies and all enemies attack and defense minus 10% per Majin Buu style category ally attack in the same turn. Okay, so 30%, minus 30% attack and defense. That might not be too bad. Nice little debuffing unit. Oh, these are going to be good to look at. The Int Goten and the Tech Kid Trunks. I want to see how good they are, because the AGL Goten and the physical Kid Trunks were a really good rotation when they easy-aid. So let's see how good these are going to be. Okay, Kamehameha, key 3, 120%, or Int, and Fizz, key 3, 90%. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage to the enemy, raise allies attack by 40% for 1 turn, not bad. 180% attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, okay. 120% attack and reduce damage received by an additional 30% when performing a super attack if there's an ally whose name includes Kid Trunks or Krillin attacking in the same turn. All allies in the Kamehameha category, key 1, 50% attack and a chance to perform a crit plus 20% as the first attacker in the turn. All allies in the Kamehameha category, key 2, attack 70% and a chance to perform a crit plus 30% as a second attacker. E3, attack 120% when performing a super attack and a high chance to perform a crit as a third attacker. Okay, so E1, 50%, 20% crit. E2, 70%, 30% crit. Key 3, 120% attack and high chance to perform crit. Okay, so Goten and Trunks might be a little interesting. Depending on where you're gonna slot this Goten. Probably slot 2. Well, let me see what Trunks actually does. Trunks, are you a defensive style? Kamehameha, 120, Tech and Fizz. Great, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cost supreme damage, raise all allies. Okay, so that's the same. 108% attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, 120% attack, 30%. Okay, so this is the exact same thing. Okay, so he's literally the exact same thing as what Goten is, just swap Goten for Trunks. I mean, they literally do like the exact same thing, so I guess you just put one in slot 1 and the other one in slot 2, and you get an extra 3 key and 120% attack and defense total, I guess. Yeah, so I guess that'd probably be the better way to do it instead of just putting them in slot 3. Makes sense. And the last one, EZA Physical Majin Buu Gotenks. Physical type key 3, 100%. Greatly raise attack and defense for a turn. Cost supreme damage to the enemy and seal supers. Okay. Super class enemies attack minus 30% and defense minus 80%. Okay. Key 3, 100% attack and defense. Attack and defense 150% when performing a super. Key 2, 100% attack and defense. Reduce damage received by 30% when all allies attacking the same turn are Majin Buu Saga category allies. Perform a crit when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down. Okay. Well, I mean, you should get this crit portion just from this part of his passive. Okay, well, I mean, sub EZAs are they're probably gonna be decent. I guess we'll just have to see how good they're gonna be actually in game. He might be okay. Boo's probably gonna be solid, like I said, for like Super Battle Road or something of that sort. In Hercule, he'll probably be a pretty decent option just for like dodging and stuff like that and the damage reduction. The Goten and the Trunks are gonna be just kind of fun to throw on the same team together because they'll probably do some pretty good damage together and they kind of raise each other's stats, so they'll be pretty good. But yeah, Gotenks is gonna be, or the Buu-Tanks is gonna be the weird one. So I guess we'll see how good they are. But there you guys go. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the new LR Ultimate Gohan that's coming. He is going to be a yellow coin, so there will be pity with it. Of course, we will be rainbowing the unit and everything of that sort like we normally do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, consider hitting that like button. And if you guys are new here, definitely subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.